What's up with YouTube? So we back with another video, man. Today we finna be reacting to a video by Dose of Mystery called The Orchestrated Hit of Houston rapper Chucky Trill Ambushed in Atlanta. Now, you know what I'm saying? I heard about dude, but I ain't never even looked into him not one time. I ain't never heard the song. I don't know what he really look like or nothing like that, man. So we finna check out this video. Shout out to Dose of Mystery, man. We ain't gonna waste no more time. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. Let's go and get into it, man.
A rapper from Houston, Texas was fatally shot on I-85 in Gwinnett County early this morning.
He had reportedly been at a show at this Norcross lounge last night. The shooting happened just before 3 a.m. on I-85 southbound near Jimmy Carter Boulevard.
Chucky Trill was on his way to Atlanta to perform at an all-star weekend event.
It was supposed to be a night of celebration. The NBA All-Star Weekend had turned Atlanta.
Hold on, I'm tripping, y'all. I'm putting my headphones in. Alright.
Into a hub of excitement. And for Corey Dedich, better known as Houston rapper Chucky Trill, it was a chance to expand his network and showcase his growing talent. But in the early hours of March 5th, 2021, the night took a tragic turn. At approximately 3 a.m., Chucky Trill was driving a rented SUV southbound on Interstate 85, just outside Atlanta. Returning from a nightclub, the 33-year-old rapper was surrounded by friends and the energy of a successful evening. Yet, unbeknownst to him, danger was lurking. As the SUV moved along the darkened highway, another vehicle approached. Without warning, shots rang out. Gunfire ripped through the quiet night, striking the vehicle and hitting Chucky Trill. The joyous atmosphere of the night dissolved into chaos.
I'm in front of the exit of Jimmy Carter. Please, yes, please.
First responders arrived quickly, but the damage had already been done. Chucky Trill was critically injured. Despite being rushed to a nearby hospital, medical staff were unable to save him. By the time dawn broke, news of his passing spread, leaving a trail of heartbreak and unanswered questions.
Yeah, that don't make sense. Like, unless he had something going on out there, why would they want him so bad in Atlanta?
News of the shooting spread. An outpouring of grief and tributes filled social media and the streets of Houston. One of the first to respond was Bun B, a Houston rap legend. Damn, this was a good man. Humble, hardworking, loyal, determined, focused, and he had the talent. Rapper Bun B, who shared a manager with Trill, posted on his Instagram.
Oh, they had the same manager? See, I ain't know about this, man. Dude must really have something going on for real if Bun B and him was connected like that. You know, he must have was real important, man, because we know Bun B is a real important person in Houston, bro, for real.
Queen saw him and told at Bonafide, that boy is good. If he don't have a manager, you should do it. And he did, putting everything he had in it. We are heartbroken this morning and send our deepest condolences to D, Bone, and all of his family, friends, and supporters. Buy or stream his music and let's keep his memory alive. Hashtag rest in peace, Chucky Trill. Bun B's words echoed the sentiment of many who had crossed paths with Trill, urging fans to honor his memory by continuing to support his music. Lil Flip, another prominent figure in Houston's rap scene, also shared his sorrow. Reflecting on their plans to collaborate on a movie project, he spoke about Trill's positive attitude and determination, expressing deep regret over the opportunities they would never get to pursue. Within his family, The grief was immeasurable. Chucky Trill's cousin, C-Note of the Botany Boys, shared his heartbreak, saying, "Man, never thought I'd be making a post like this for you, lil' kinfolk. Damn, Corey, rest up. I know Gator was right there to greet you, fam. Streets don't love nobody." Atlanta rapper Dirty Red World posted a photo of Chucky Trill on Instagram on Friday morning with the caption, "Streets don't love a soul. My little brother passed away in my arms. That's a feeling I will never shake." But it has since been deleted. On March 9th, 2021, a vigil was held at Discovery Green in downtown Houston. Family, friends, and fans gathered to pay their respects, sharing memories and expressing their grief. The event was marked by heartfelt speeches, the release of balloons, and the presence of memorabilia. Chucky Trill's farewell service took place at Paradise South Cemetery in Pearland, Texas, where he was laid to rest. The service was attended by close family members and friends who mourned the loss of a promising artist taken too soon.
Like, he reminded me of like that old school artist. Like,
Oh, if he was, he was what? How old? 33. He was born in 1988. I seen. So I could tell he had a swag to him, man. I gotta really check out Chucky Trill, man, cause him and Lil Flip was finna drop some. Then he was tied in with Bun B. So I'm sure dude was hard, man. R.I.P. to him, but I ain't never looked into him though.
just natural. They love this little dude. He just had a stardom about himself, you know? And he carried it well. He took care of his business. He was a bad motherfucker in the booth.
For those who knew him, Chucky Trill's authenticity was his defining trait. He was an artist who stayed true to his roots, channeling his experiences into music that resonated with listeners from all walks of life.
If we all got a vision and I can help my brothers, come up with me to where they could be their own bosses, shit, that's how we rockin'.
So how did a man so
See, I can see you had a good head on, right? Want it all of them to be boss. That's how you supposed to think about it, though.
beloved end up deceased? Chucky Trill was destined for a life intertwined with music. As the son of Daryl W. Williams Sr., famously known as D of the 1990s rap group Trinity Garden Cartel, Chucky was immersed in the rhythms and stories of Houston-rich hip-hop culture from an early age.
You start kind of messing around, like, man, regular raps, freestyling, or whatever you doing.
Man, I was around with it always, but I wanted to be like my daddy. So I was really doing whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah. And that's more so on the street side of things, you mean?
In both ways.
Yeah.
I ain't never want to be like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. I wanted to be like my daddy. Whatever he did, I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Whether that was rap, sell dope, be the biggest drug dealer. My daddy was a millionaire.
Following his father's footsteps,
Dang, he looked up his dad like that, man. He said, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, all of them, they didn't compare to his daddy, though. Like, he looked at his daughter, like, he looked at his dad like a superstar. He said his daddy was a millionaire, though.
Chucky Trill embarked on his own rap career, bringing a fresh perspective to the Houston rap scene. In 2018, he released his debut album, Music for the Soul, which featured tracks like Streets Don't Love a Soul. This song, in particular, resonated with many for its candid portrayal of life's challenges and the harsh realities of street life.
And what
Them streets don't love nobody, man. That's when people don't be realizing, bro. They don't show no love. You know what I'm saying? That's why so many people get caught up in it, sadly. And they end up with death in jail.
I saw was like it was so much, this boy got so much love and attention in a short period of time.
Chucky Trill did an interview on the Donnie Houston podcast where he said an 8-year prison sentence got him to focus on his music career, saying, "Music is therapy to me. I always knew I had the gift of gab. I always effed with the music, but just taking it seriously, I didn't take it seriously until I got locked up." According to an account from a witness known as Big Sal, Chucky Trill spent the evening club hopping in Atlanta with friends, including a man named 20 Glock and a tall, skinny stranger who introduced himself as Dirty Red. After leaving a club at approximately 2:30 a.m.,
Oh, so he had some friends from Atlanta.
the group piled into their rented SUV and began driving. Moments later, their vehicle was ambushed. Bullets ripped through the night. Big Sal described the chaos as Chucky slumped over, gravely injured. 20 Glock grabbed the wheel to bring the car to a stop, while Sal attempted to pull Chucky out. Despite his efforts, Chucky collapsed onto the ground, unresponsive. Sal called for an ambulance, but it was too late to save him. As investigators pieced together the event of the night, they learned from 20 Glock that he believed the shooting was a setup.
Dirty Red was trying to see who was riding in the front seat. So he says as they're riding, Chucky noticed someone following him.
His suspicions focused on Dirty Red, who had joined the group earlier in the evening. According to 20 Glock, Dirty Red had asked pointed questions about the seating arrangements in the SUV before positioning himself in the back of the vehicle.
Oh, man. So they saying that old boy now joined them later on, and then he got in the back seat.
While driving, 20 Glock noticed a car trailing them in the rearview mirror, a detail that seemed all the more suspicious after the shooting. Surveillance footage from the club confirmed the presence of a vehicle that arrived shortly before closing time. None of its occupants entered the club, but the car followed Chucky's rental SUV as soon as they left. The investigation took a darker turn when an anonymous tipster came forward, revealing a chilling backstory. According to the source, Chucky had been involved in a botched dope deal a year earlier, acting as a middleman. Chucky...
Oh, man. See? When you doing stuff like that, man, you doing all these deals and you a middleman and doing... What happened?
arranged a deal between a buyer from Detroit and two unfamiliar suppliers in Houston. But according to Chucky, the transaction went disastrously wrong. The buyer, later identified as a man named Legs, allegedly rushed the deal, tossing $80,000 onto the supplier's lap before they sped off, with Chucky still in the car. Chucky was pistol whipped and robbed of the money before being threatened at gunpoint to flee. When he returned to the buyer, Legs with Chucky still in the car.
What'd they say?
The deal, tossing $80,000 onto the supplier's lap before they sped off, with Chucky still in the car. Chucky was pistol whipped and robbed of the money before being threatened at gunpoint to flee. When he returned to the buyer, Legs accused Chucky of orchestrating the setup, citing the chain still around Chucky's neck as evidence of betrayal. Legs returned to Detroit, but Chucky wasn't free from the fallout. Chucky's manager, OG Bone, a seasoned figure in Houston's hip-hop scene, was among those who questioned the rapper's account of the botched transaction.
When he told me about it, we sit down at the studio, me, him, and his uncle, and he told me the story. And I looked at him in his face, and I said, "You know I got a lot of love for you, man, but I don't believe you."
In an interview, OG expressed his concerns, stating, "I warned Chucky about the streets before he was hit."
This was my partner. The man gone. the word, whatever y'all heard in the streets, I'm gonna tell the straight truth, you know? He made a move, and the move came back and bit him in his eye. And I hate that. He told me that somebody robbed him, right? He ain't had nothing to do with it. You know, this is when COVID just started, but the streets had crunk back up.
Chucky managed to pay back $45,000 of the $80,000, but still owed $35,000 of debt that left him vulnerable to retribution. 2 weeks after he decided to stop paying, Chucky received a chilling phone call. Someone just...
Whoa, so he got killed after a deal went wrong. And he owed $80,000, and he stopped paying on it.
offered me $10,000 to kill you. Evidence began to mount.
Whoa. So he was caught up in some deep stuff.
Against James Edward Thomas, known as Legs, who fit the description of the buyer in the failed dope deal. Mrs. Dedich stated that the defendant was nicknamed Legs because he had previously lost both legs below the knees in a train accident. The Gwinnett County District Attorney said the suspect's vehicle was registered to James Thomas, who also had a driver's license restriction of prosthetics required. Police connected Legs to Chucky's hit using cell phone data and surveillance footage, which placed him at multiple venues Chucky had attended that night. The footage also showed Legs' car tailing the SUV moments before the shooting.
From the club, you see everyone leaving, Chucky showing love to someone while exiting. They enter the vehicle and leaves the lot. Then they spot a dark gray vehicle following them.
In December 2021, Legs was arrested at Hartfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. During the trial, prosecutors presented compelling evidence, including threatening text messages Legs had sent to Chucky in the...
He sent some threatening text messages, and they pulled all that back up. That's why you never do nothing through the phone.
Months leading up to his passing. In April 2023, a Gwinnett County jury convicted James Legs Thomas of the hit, aggravated assault, and firearm-related charges. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, plus an additional 105 years. The conviction brought some...
Dang, they gave him life plus 105 years?
...measure of justice, but the loss of Chucky Trill left an irreplaceable void in his family, his community, and the music industry. Beyond the music endeavors, Chucky was a family man. He married Cherish Dedich in October 2017, and together, they navigated the challenges and triumphs of life. His commitment to his family was evident, and he often spoke about the importance of loyalty.
R.I.P. Chucky Trill, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dose of Mystery for this video. Now, I ain't never looked into dude, but I heard his name before. But, you know, it seemed like dude was a very important person. He was locked in with Bun B. They had the same manager. Him and Lil Flip was finna drop a project. You know what I'm saying? But he was still in the streets. You know what I'm saying? He was the middleman in the deal that went wrong with somebody that ended up running off with 80,000. Then dude was sending him threats and everything. And, you know, he was paying it back though. You know what I'm saying? He paid like 45,000 of it. You know what I'm saying? And they say he stopped paying on it. Then dude sent some threats, and then, you know what I'm saying, they followed his car, leaving the club. And they shot the car and killed him in Atlanta, man. Now RIP to him. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is it for this video though, guys. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe for more reactions. Y'all comment down below what y'all want me to react to next in the comment section. Yeah, guys, to the next video. I'll catch y'all. I'm out.